Welcome students on online class for subject physics for the class 11th, 12th and above the 12th science. Today we have learned logarithmic and mathematical tables. So first we have learned a rule for shifting the decimal points. See here, rule for shifting decimal point. See here, draw a vertical line. This vertical line represents y-axis. Okay, draw another horizontal line. This horizontal line represents x-axis. When these two lines are cross with each other, here origin O is there. Suppose this point is a decimal point, and here this is positive direction of x-axis, whereas this is negative direction of x-axis. For shifting the decimal point towards positive direction or towards negative direction, so two rules are seen. See here, when decimal point is shifted towards positive direction of x-axis, then multiply 10 to the power negative. See here, the rule, once again remember that when decimal point is shifted towards positive direction of x-axis, okay, then multiply 10 to the power negative. Suppose example is there. If we can take an example, then rule is clearly understand. So example is, suppose 1.234 is given, and if we want to shift the decimal point after two digits, okay, then we can write as 123.4 into 10 to the power minus 2. Why minus 2 is there? Because rule is when decimal point is shifted towards positive direction of x-axis, then multiply 10 to the power negative. Here the decimal point is shifted towards positive direction of x-axis by two digits, 1, 2. So here the figure is increased, multiplied by 10 to the power minus 2. Another example is, suppose 0.05342 is there, and we want here 53.42. we can written as 53.42. so what happened? Decimal point is shifted by 1, 2, 3 digits, so we can written as 53.42 into 10 to the power 1, 2, 3 minus 3. Means in this rule number can be increased. It also means that 53.42 divided by 10 to the power 3. So it becomes that 0.05342. Okay. Here rule number 2 is when decimal point is shifted towards negative direction of x-axis. Again, we can see when decimal point is shifted towards negative direction of x-axis, then multiply 10 to the power positive. Means when point is shifted towards positive direction of x-axis, multiply 10 to the power negative. When point is shifted towards negative direction of x-axis, then multiply 10 to the power positive. See here, if number is 4, 3, 2, 5, 1, 5.32 and we see logarithm. We cannot see the logarithm. We can see only 4 figures. Okay. So, easy way to small the number, we can shift this decimal point here by shifting 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. So here we can written as 43.251532 into 10 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 to the power 4. Okay. Another example. Suppose number is and we want this decimal point shifted towards negative direction by 4 digits. So we can written as 3.3942 into 10 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 to the power 4. Means today we have learned the 2 rules for shifting the decimal point towards the positive direction of x-axis, towards the negative direction of x-axis. So a question is arise in our mind, why we can learn the shifting of 2 points? Because when we can use these 2 rules for finding the square of numbers and square root of numbers. When we can see squares and square root, then these rules are useful. Okay. So again, lastly we can remember the rules are when decimal point is shifted towards the positive direction of x-axis, then multiply 10 to the power negative. Second rule, when decimal point is shifted towards negative direction of x-axis, then multiply 10 to the power positive. In shifting the decimal point towards positive direction, number is broad. Number can be increased. But when decimal point is shifting towards negative direction of x-axis, number is less. Number is small. Number is reduced. Okay. So we can use the rules for finding squares. So first of all, in logarithmic table, here logarithmic table, there are squares, and then there are square roots, square root from 1 to 10, square root from 1 to 10, again square roots from 10 to 100, square roots from 10 to 100. See here, when we can see the squares, first vertical column is there from 0 up to 49, from 50 up to 99. Okay. Then horizontal row 0 to 9, 0 to 9. Means one thing is, remember, there is no mean difference. There is no mean difference. Means we can find out 999 square. We can find out 999 square. These can be useful for 3 digits. square. 2-digit square is also useful. 1-digit square is also useful. Suppose we want to find out 4 square. So 4 square means 0 in vertical column and 4. So we can say that 4 square, that is 16. If we can use 6 square, so 0 and here 6, so that square will be 36. If we can take 10 square means 1 in 0, that remains 10 square. If we can see 11 square, so 1, first digit is in vertical column, second digit in horizontal row. So we can see that 121 means 11 square, that is 121. If we can see 20 square, so 2 and 0, that will be 400. If we can see 25 square, so 2 and here 5, it will be 625. So squares, some numbers whose squares can be found in previous standards, means in 5th standards, 4th standards, 6th standards, we can use, but the numbers are large. Suppose we want to find out 34 square. See here, we want to find out 34 square. So how can be seen? First digit, that is 3. So here 3 is in vertical column, 3, and 4 is in horizontal row. So it will be 1156. But these rules, this square is also determined using logarithm. We know that a rule, log of m raised to n, it can be written as n log of m. If we can use log of 34 raised to 2 square, so it is also say that 2 log of 34. Okay, if we can see log 2 multiplied by 1 and 2 digits, so 1 point, its characteristics. Okay, and then we can find out log. So if we can find out the log, here 34 in 0, that is 5315. So we can write as 5315. Take its antilog. But when we can take antilog, if we can multiply 2. So if we can multiply 2, it becomes 2 5 the 10, 1 is remaining, 2 1 the 2, 3 is there, 2 3 the 6, 2 5 the 10, 1 is remaining, 2 1 the 2, and 1 is adding, so it becomes 3. Take its antilog. When we can take its antilog will be 0.06. So here 0.06 in 3. Okay, 3, that is 1156. So we can written as, by using 1.156 into 10 raised to 3. So here, by using the rule for finding the antilog, 1.16 into 10 raised to 3, this decimal point is shifted by 3. So it is 1156 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 10 to the power plus 3. So minus 3 and plus 3, it is 10 to the power 0. So we can written as 1156 into 10 to the power 0. So 10 to the power 0, that is value 1. So here we can taken as the square of 34. It will be 1156. It will be 1156. So today we have seen the squares, but detail the square of number can be seen in next video.